Ozzy, first of all, looks like you've got something on your knee. How is it and what happened?
Yeah, it's fine. It's embarrassing more than anything. It just hit the side of my knee and I couldn't put any weight on it. Like I tried to get up. Gaz was telling me to go back, like just lie down. I'm not lying down, I'm getting up. I tried to get up and I couldn't. My knee collapsed underneath me just because where it hit. But after about 25 minutes, I went off, iced it and felt alright. Then it's a bit sore now, but nothing structurally wrong.
You've obviously had concerns with it before. Did that play on your mind and did it impede you in any way when you were in the middle?
No, when I walked off, probably saw I was laughing. I was in pain, but knew there was nothing serious about it. I just knew I just got hit on the knee. It was the same knee that I've had a reco on, so we were a bit careful about going back on the field just because my knee was collapsing a little bit as I was trying to walk. So, but it felt alright by the time I went out there, so it was all good.
2 scares in 3 games here.
I know what's going on. Yeah, no, hopefully that's the last of it.
Usman, do you think you gave yourself the best possible chance of securing perhaps an opening berth with that innings today?
Look, I wasn't thinking about it that way. We've been trying to win games and be really clinical and not take it too lightly because it's a warm-up game. We've won our 3 warm-up games here. We won 2 of the 3 warm-up games we had against New Zealand and Australia. It was more about us just continuing the winning ways that we had in India and in Dubai. So for us as a team, and what I was trying to concentrate on was just trying to contribute to that. Not looking too far ahead. Some things out of my control. I think everyone's in a really good spot, which is a good thing for us. All the batsmen are playing really well. The bowlers are bowling beautifully. To restrict them that total today, they did. I think we're all in a really good place. So whatever team's picked, I think we're in a really good place to head into this tournament.
I mean, there has been a lot of shuffling around, I guess, particularly with you, David and Sean. Does it change anything for you going into those different positions, or has it in any of these warm-up games?
No, it's just a mindset thing as a batsman. When you're opening, it's slightly different to when you're batting 3, it's slightly different to when you're batting 5. It's more of a mindset thing. As an opener, you're going out there, first over, first ball, what you're trying to do, you're trying to take the game on a little bit, suss out the conditions. It's a bit different when you come in the middle order because you have different conditions, different ways to play. So it's just a mindset thing. But the beauty about our team is a lot of guys can bat in different positions and have batted in different positions. So I think you've seen, even though we've been placed in different parts that we normally wouldn't be batting in, like myself at 5 the other game, we still have all contributed, which has been a good sign for us.
So there's been a focus on scoring against spin in the team in the lead up to this. Would you be satisfied, and was that one of the focuses today, just to keep the run rate turning over? I think you only get 3 boundaries the whole time you're out there.
No, it was just to win the game. So once we got ahead of I was looking at the run rate, it was probably about 5s, less than 5s the whole time. I knew I could cruise. So it wasn't about, I could easily have gone harder, played more expensive shots, but I didn't need to. And I didn't want to have someone else come in and do that. So for me, it was just about trying to get the job done, really, because we can be put in the same sort of position like that, and bowlers have bowled really well, and you get ahead of the game. The only way you really lose is if you lose wickets in clumps. So it's just about making partnerships. So that's literally all I was concentrating on today.
That's a bit of a contrast to England's approach today. Did you see that?
I did, but a win's a win. A win's a win, no? Yeah.
I'm not criticising.
You did face a lot of spin today. Do you feel like, if you get a nod at number 3 or even number 5 where you batted the other day, like that's pretty good preparation for what you might face in the World Cup?
I think we faced a lot of spin for the last 4 months, to be honest. We were in India, we were in Dubai, Sharjah and Dubai, and Abu Dhabi. So, we faced a lot of spin over time. And I think we played, we won 8 games over there in spinning conditions. So I don't think that's, this time last year there was a lot of talk about that, a lot of talk about batting, but I don't think majority of guys even think that way anymore. They've all got their different plans. Everyone knows what they're trying to do. It's just about winning games now. So I think we're in a really good spot.
Not sure if you saw shortly after you went off injured, Steve copped a pretty painful blow to the groin. Did it annoy you considering you'd suffered a potentially serious injury? That Steve was carrying on like he was.
I don't know what you're trying to say. Yeah. No, I saw it. I saw it happen. Yeah.
He carried on, didn't
Well, it looked like he got hit in the nuts, didn't he?
he? So just sympathy.
Have you been hit in the nuts?
Yes.
How'd you react?
Yeah, about the same.
Yeah, there you go.
Isabel?
Australia's form the last 10 matches were the most informed team coming into the World Cup, but then before that, it was a win-loss record that was one of the worst. It's almost as though you literally flicked a switch. What do you put that down to, or is it just Australia turning up to World Cups? It's a habit.
Look, it's hard to know. I wasn't a part of it until obviously India. I came in this test in the one-day series that we played at home in India, and from then on, obviously been part of it then. But behind the scenes, been doing a lot of hard work. Things like this don't happen without a lot of hard work. It looks a lot easier when you're on the field because you're like, oh, everything's working out, you're winning. Seems simple, but everyone's put in a lot of effort behind the scenes on all facets of the game. And I thought the Indian series in Australia was, from what I saw from the outside coming into that series, obviously we lost a lot of one-days before that. A turning point for us because we probably should have won that series and we didn't, but they're one of the best sides in the world and we gave them a real run for their money. And then we went over to India, lost the first 2 games and then won the series. And then I think we all had that confidence, even though we lost the first 2 games, that we can compete, we can actually beat these guys. And once we started doing it, we got that winning feeling back. I think winning's a habit. We say that a lot amongst the team, hence why we're trying to win all the games we're playing in, these warm-up games we wanted to win, just to keep that habit going. So we might have lost that habit a little bit before, but hopefully we found it again leading into the World Cup.
Uzi, I know you'll say you'll bat wherever is asked of you, but do you have a preference? In an ideal world, would you like to be walking out and opening on Saturday?
I do love opening, absolutely. That's where I batted my whole life in one-day cricket. But at the end of the day, I've said it before and I'll say it again, it is about winning games and doing best for your team. I'd much rather us win, myself, get a duck than me get 100 and lose. So it doesn't matter what happens, where I play, if I do play, if I don't play, if I'm running the drinks, I'm going to try to contribute as well as I can to the squad because I know what the change room feels like when you're winning and I know what it feels like when you're losing, and the winning one I'll take any day of the week.
How important, when it comes to opening, do you find a stable relationship with your other batter? Obviously, like you and Finch have been for a few months there together. Is that important when it comes to walking out in the middle, or does it not really matter that much?
I think we all know each other pretty well. Finchy, Davey and myself are all the same age group. We've grown up playing against each other. And I've known Davey since we were 6, playing with each other. I've known Finchy, played against him first when I was 15. We all played in the under-19s World Cup together. We've known each other for a while. And the other guys too, all the other batsmen, Sean Marsh, Steve Smith, we've all actually grown up playing, so we know each other quite well. So probably not, because we know each other's game and it's quite easy to bat. We've batted with each other so many times, so it's quite easy no matter who you bat with.
Thank you. You've been in Southampton over a week now, and we're very proud of our little ground here at the Rose Bowl.
It's not little. Trust me, it's not little.
What have the players made of the facilities over the last week?
Yeah, they've been beautiful. We really enjoyed it. The weather's obviously been great. We've got all our sessions in at the practice wickets and the ground out there. It's a really nice ground. It's not little, as I said. It's one of the big grounds you'll play in England. The dimensions are a little different. But yeah, we've had a lot of fun out here. Had a few rounds of golf too, some nice golf courses. So we've had a good time. We've trained hard, had fun off the field. So yeah, can't ask for more.
Do you feel you've been well looked after?
Absolutely, yeah. Everyone's been great. Every time I've come to England, whether it's been for county cricket or coming for Australia, it always feels so family orientated, so homely. Even when you go watch like a park game, a club game, and you walk in, you see the afternoon tea and the spread you guys have. It's amazing, and it's a very cool community, and I love how much the English love their game.
Was he just looking forward to Afghanistan? Rashid Khan, Majid, Nabi seems like the obvious threats. What are your experiences against those 3 guys, and how do you prepare and plan for what they might bring?
You prepare as well as you can. I think all the guys have played against, I think most of the batsmen would have played against all those bowlers. probably more in T20 cricket than one-day cricket. Everyone will have their different plans against them, and we're going to have to turn up on the day and play them on what wicket we're playing on, the ground, conditions, and hopefully what we've been doing thus far with our preparation and everything we're doing will keep us steady. I'll keep us strong for that.
And just in terms of yourself, another big score today, the leading run scorer for the year. Do you go to sleep at night for certain you're going to play, or is there still that thought in your mind that selection, anything could shake out?
No, I just go to sleep and not think about too much. I've never gone to sleep thinking, I promise you that. I'm a good sleeper. If you ask anyone on the team, I'm one of the great sleepers. So, look, I honestly, I'm in a place in my life, in my career, where I'm just really enjoying my cricket. I'm not trying to shun away from the question at all. I'm just really enjoying my cricket, and I'm enjoying being around the group of guys, playing off the field. It's great to get some fresh blood in with Ricky Ponting, and I'm sure Griffith's been great for the bowlers. He's a legend of a bloke. I'm just having a lot of fun. I'm going to keep trying to have fun, and it's a World Cup. I'm going to do my best, whatever I have to do, whether I'm playing, whether I'm not playing. At the end of the day, there are some things you can't control. I've been in and out of the teams as much as anyone, so it's a privilege to play for Australia, so I'm just glad to be here.